Hey, what's going on, everybody? Woo. How are y'all doing? Yeah, I'm on just a little early. Just trying to get some stuff together. Okay, real quick. Mm, I hope that you all are doing well. Let me take these dirty glasses off. They dirty. They are so dirty. Um, I hope everybody is staying warm. It is a whopping like 26 degrees here, Fahrenheit. For those of you all. Um, Typically, do not say your weather in. I think you use Celsius instead of Fahrenheit. Anyway, I'm yapping. 27 degrees. It is cold. Cold. Hey, the Naked Gardener. Greetings. Greetings. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, it is so. Hey, Dan. Good evening to you. It's a little bit out in the afternoon, and we are. I'm just trying to stay warm. I'm inside the house. Hey, Melanie. Welcome. Good afternoon. I hope that you all are doing extremely well. So I got a lot going on today in the live, so I'm hoping to get some more people in. We're going to talk about a few things. Obviously, I titled the live stream "An Introduction to Winter Sewing." Hey, Tasha, what's going on? What's up, sis? And we are going to do an introduction to winter sewing. So I hope that this is just another tool that you can use. This will be my second year winter sewing. It is so easy. I mean, like Letitia proof, right? So I say Letitia's proof instead of stupid proof, but it is okay. It's so simple to do. I had about maybe 85% uh, good result from winter sewing, and I want to do it again. I'm a straight believer. I mean, you always have some casualties and some things that don't work out, but I think most of that, I mean, you know, could have been the seeds, could have been user error. But it's my first time ever doing it, so I'm just trying to learn. So I am excited to share what that is and what that looks like more in depth today. And I had probably about 5 or 6 people that said that they were going to winter sew with me this winter. So I'm so pumped up about that. So I wanted to kind of get that out. What is winter sewing? I didn't make it up. I followed a lady, and her name is Sheryl Mann, Cheryl with the S. And her YouTube channel is called The Juicing Gardener. She has a Facebook page as well. And I will say that her YouTube channel is active. She posts videos, but she's mostly engaged with her peeps on Facebook. Okay. So I would go check her out. The title is still the same. The name of the channel, the name of the Facebook page, Cheryl with the S Man, and her name is, or the channel name is Juicing Gardener. So please, please, please go check her out. Everybody's saying what's up to each other. That is so cool. Excuse me. Hey, Suzette. Good to see you. Hello. And so yeah, I'm just pumped up to share this information. And then I'm gonna do a giveaway at the end. It is the season, it seems like, yikes, for giveaways. And I love giving away stuff. My mama didn't raise no fool. So if I can sell some things and make some income for my family, I'm gonna do that. But I really want people to have stuff, okay? And when I am blessed in abundance, even if it's not in abundance, I'm just blessed. I love to share. And this season kind of sets us up to do that with the Christmas season and everything. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I absolutely love Christmas. It's not because of giving all the gifts, but I think the world is reminded that there is a such thing as peace and joy and love and caring for each other, and spending time, like quality time together. I think automatically reminded of all of that, during this Christmas season, during the holidays. And so I love that. And then the cherry on top is the giving of gifts, because we know that's not what it's about. At least that's not what I was taught. And so, but the gifts are fun. And so I love to gift people. It may not be a whole lot, but try to do what I can. And I hope that you enjoy it and you're able to share with your family and your friends and in your communities. So, I will hold off on the giveaway. Probably do it after I introduce the winter sewing. So hang tight. And I was hoping we can get a few more people in the house, but I will get started so they can play back, right? Of course, that's the glory, the glory of this platform here. You can always go back and watch. Winter sewing is not hard to do. It's very, very easy. Matter of fact, I recommend it to anyone. I highly recommend winter sewing. Now, it is, it takes some prep, but the prep is not hard. And literally, you probably already have everything you need in your house to winter sew. Hey, Food Forest, welcome. Good to see you. So, winter sewing literally is a concept, and I can't remember the lady's name. I'm surprised I remember Sheryl Mann's, but she's not the one that created it. She just got really, really good at it and decided to share it with everybody as well. But you're taking a plastic container, and the plastic container can look like this. Okay, just a jug. I buy distilled water at least twice a month. And so I've been saving these, right? And you want it to be something that's clear, that you can kind of see through, mostly because you want the sun rays to go through. Or you can use these, which are typical juice containers, right? This is my orange juice. So these are a little bit tougher to cut. So because they're that like hard plastic. So if you have a sidearm or a drill, you might want to use it. Okay. The drill even sometimes won't penetrate these. I don't know. Just my opinion. I like to work with these. I did both of them last year. And I also used like I had a family and friends because we don't drink a lot of soda in my house. So I had family and friends save containers for me. And they saved like 7 Up containers. And the 7 Up containers are like a green, right? That's okay because the sun can still get through. I still had plants that grew in those. I didn't have a lot of those outside, but I did have some. And hey, Diva, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. And so I highly recommend this little doodad right here. Okay, milk jugs, juice jugs. Use anything that is clear. Do not use like opaque colored things. I think that's the right word, where you literally can't sometimes you can buy almond milk in jugs like this. Don't use those because the sun is not going to be able to get through. The sun has to penetrate through, okay, because your seedlings have to sprout and grow. And the whole photosynthesis thing, right? That's how the tree eats, or one of the ways. So, and grows. So all you're gonna do, and I'm gonna do a demonstration. I had the caps off all winter, so I never put caps on. There are different reasons why you may want to, and if I really do recommend, and I will try to link her channel in the description after I do this video. But I do highly recommend you watch every last thing, because I'm just doing an introduction. I'm not gonna do, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna do it as thorough as her, because I learned from her and she was amazing. So I'm telling you, go check out Sheryl Mann with an S, Sheryl with an S, Man with 2 N's, Mann, the Juicing Gardener, for thorough videos. I mean, she is amazing. So, but I took the tops off and recycled these. Okay. I never put tops back on. And all you got to do is take your scissors, and what you want to do is punch holes in the bottom. So sometimes I take a drill, or this is real easy to cut. So I would just stab holes in the bottom. Okay. And the reason why you want to put the holes in the bottom is because the water has to drain out just like anything else, right? You don't want your seeds sitting in soggy soil all winter long because they'll rot. Okay, they will rot. And then when your plants start to grow, you want, again, good drainage. And she recommends that you use soil that has good drainage. Now, I just used some basic potting mix and it worked fine. This year I'm going to do the same thing. I don't think I'm going to change. I'm just going to use what you got. Really, it doesn't matter. Just use what you got. So poke holes in the bottom. Poke, poke, poke. All, like, the more the better. The more the better, because you want to make sure you have good drainage. You can also just cut the sides. I would recommend all four corners, and I would also recommend one hole in the center if you're going to do the sides. Again, you just want good drainage. Then you're going to find the center, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try without hurting myself, okay? I'm going to poke a hole in it, just like that. Cut just a little bit, and I'm going to cut all the way around to the handle. Y'all see that? All the way around to the handle on both sides. Hold on. There's no like rhyme or reason. Just do it, okay? Just cut all the way back to the handle. And what you want is for it to be open, but don't cut it all the way off. But you want it cut as far back as you can to where it will just close shut, right? Just close shut. Now see that? And you can lay it open. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Yep. It acts like this is just acting like a mini greenhouse. So if you don't have, this is great for people, beginner gardeners especially, but for people that do not have or cannot afford, or for whatever reason, don't have grow lights in your house, you don't have a greenhouse, you don't even have a little one, right? You don't have anything, but you don't have space in your house to grow all this stuff. Perfect. Just gather you up some plastic containers and you can sow your seeds and plant them outside. Okay. So that's all I did. And you can take the label off. I didn't take the label off, but that's all you do. Okay. So we've cut holes in the bottom or slits on the side and one in the middle. Again, as many holes on the bottom for drainage as possible is fine. Okay. Whatever you want to do. We've cut the container open. So now we have it to where it's cut far enough in the back. Y'all see that? To where we can, there's a flap and it will close back. Okay. All right. So now I've got and do all this in the order that I'm saying right now. Okay. Holes cut open, because you don't want to put soil in and have not cut holes. That's going to be a mess. Okay. So after you get it cut open, you're going to fill with your soil, which I'm not going to do on camera. Fill all the way up with your soil. Okay. That's all you need. Then you're going to plant your seeds. Isn't that cool? And you're not going to plant them like you would if you were direct sowing them in a bed, okay, or in a container or in a pot. You are going to shallow plant them. So obviously, the bigger the seed, the deeper you need to go, but you're not going to go all the way down, because remember, there's not a whole lot of growing space here for the roots. So you got to have some space for them to grow. You're going to direct sow the seeds in the soil that you've put inside the container. The bigger the seed, go a little bit deeper, right? And even taking a pen, like a Sharpie or whatever, and just boop, 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 all the way around. For instance, with melons, I grew watermelons in my winter sowing last year. And I grew peppers. The seeds are a little bit smaller for peppers, but I did 5 holes, right? One on each corner and one in the middle. Dropped the seed, covered it up, just pinched it together, right? Patted it down, and then the smaller seeds like brassicas, and those are the ones I'm going to start first. I'm going to start my brassicas first. I'm going to start anything that's cool weather that I can grow in the spring and in the fall, because that's the first season that's going to approach, and I need those seedlings to be ready to plant in my garden. So I'm going to do arugula. I'm going to do pak choi. I'm going to do my herbs. I'm going to do flowers. I'm going to do, lettuces, anything, salad mixes, anything you can grow in the spring and fall. You want to go ahead and put it. I even planted bunching onions last year. Okay. And all I did was they got about that long. And I just took them out of the container. I scooped them out with my hand and then individually separated them. And it wasn't that bad. I was like, oh, this is going to be a mess. I'm not going to like this. They're going to all die because I'm fooling with onions because apparently sometimes onions are fussy. They don't like to be, they roost to be touched, but that was not true. The bunching, I can't speak for any other onion, but the bunching onions did really well for me. So I just separated them and planted them in the garden bed, and they looked great. Okay. So we've got our soil in, we've got our seeds in. We are going to make a label to put inside. And you're also going to label your container on the outside as well. Okay. Now I have some old blinds in my house. This is just a tip. And all I did was cut the blinds just like this. And this one already has a tip. I cut the tip on each side. So just go. I'm sorry if this is not a good, oop, so it would anchor itself in the ground. Okay. Or you can do a straight point. Some people are a little bit more picky. I want it to look a certain way. Whatever. But those are just blinds, right? And sorry, I'm not looking much in the chat. I'm just teaching right now. So that's that. But you want to put a label inside the container. Then one thing I did not grab. Hold on. Okay. So now that you got your soil in, you got your holes in the bottom, water slits in the side and one in the middle. You got your soil in, you've put your seeds in, you've covered the seeds up, you've put your label in, right? And you're gonna write whatever on your label. I recommend that you write the name of the seed and the date that you planted the seeds. Not the date you're gonna set things outside, but the date you planted the seed, just like you would in any other event. Okay. So you got everything in there. Now you're gonna close it. So just lining up the best that you can. Then you're gonna take some duct tape. I got some regular duct tape. I got some orange duct tape. I didn't even use this uh last season because I forgot I had it and bought a whole new roll. Okay. But I know I got it now. So I got my duct tape. I'm gonna tape it all the way around just one time. Okay. And the reason why you want to do that is because again, this is working as a greenhouse. Okay. So what's the whole point of this? Okay, using this concept. You don't have room in your house to do a bunch of seedlings. You don't have grow lights for whatever reason. You can't afford them. You don't want them, whatever. Okay. You don't want to fool with it. You are a beginner gardener. Okay. So you don't know. And listen, you don't have to set out 20 jugs. If you don't want to do that, it's fine. Do two with me. Everybody do two with me. Okay. Just dab your little toe, okay, into this new concept, new to you maybe, and then try it and see. And then maybe next season you'll be ready to put out 30 or 40 jugs. I don't know. But the whole goal is that you are starting your plant starts. You're not going to get them at the store, okay? Or you're buying less of them. So it also saves you money. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. So we put the label in, we've closed it, we've duct tape all the way around. So everywhere, every single space that it's open, you want to make sure it's covered by duct tape. Okay. And then I also labeled on the outside. Okay. I also put Romanesco broccoli, uh, February 2nd, 2020. That's what I put on the outside. And then I take this sucker and set it outside. Okay. Now I do put it in a sunny location. Last year I just put it in my backyard. It got sun during the day. It might have been like 4 hours, 5 hours, but it got sun. Okay. Now I did this for every single plant that I had in my garden. I either started it outside or in these containers last year. I might have went to the store because I did buy the black cherry, and y'all know that's my favorite tomato, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But I did buy the black cherry and I bought a lemon balm. I bought two plants from the garden center last year. The rest of what I grew in my garden came from these. Okay. So that's why I'm a big believer. Again, I had some casualties. It wasn't perfect, but I believe about 85% were the results. Like I was so pumped up that it was that high, and I grew everything. I grew from tomatoes to peppers. And my peppers just overall did not do good last year. I don't know what nobody's did for some reason, but I grew tomatoes, peppers, onions, brassicas, lettuces, root. I did not put root vegetables in these. You can, but that's a waste of time to me. Okay, direct sow root vegetables, in my opinion. I do not feel like you need to start root vegetables in these containers. They just grow really fast. And I just the only root vegetable, I know I said the bunch of onions, but that's the only one I did. I did not do radish. I do not do none of that. I'm not ever doing that. Ever, ever, ever. That's just me. That's just me. Okay. So again, that's it. That's all you need to do to start your winter sowing. Figure out what you want to grow, anything you want to grow, period, for the spring and summer. Okay. Now, the thing that is kind of that I'm still trying to get a hang of overall is timing. Okay. When should I put this stuff out? And last year I did a pretty good job timing. Like that was the first year I felt real confident. I'm not saying everything was timed right, but mostly in my zone. I'm in zone 6B. Okay. And so I started everything, all my tomatoes and peppers, I started in February. So I put them out first. And then I put out my well, actually the whole month of February I started putting stuff out. But I definitely started tomatoes and peppers in February. I'm not doing that this year. For me, I'm going to start in March with tomatoes and peppers. But everything else is going out in February. The only two crops I started in January were my bulb onions, which only two of whatever I planted, I think I planted 4 or 5 of them, survived. But they survived, okay? I started my bulb onions and my which is a root vegetable. I understand that, but bear with me. Um, well, kind of a root, but or is it is onions a root? Is onions considered a root? I mean, I know you can grow them on top of the soil, in the soil. I guess it is. I don't know. Anyway, I started onions and strawberries. Those were the two most frustrating crops for me to grow last year. It was so frustrating, but everything else I was excited. I was excited. So if you live in a zone, I would say zone 7, 8, 9, 10, I would start your winter sowing in like maybe January. Okay. Because you all have very mild winters apparently. Okay. It might be cold as heck at night, but during the day, it's pretty decent. So I I would start your winter sowing in January. Some people have already started. That's too early for me. Okay. February is when it's gonna pop off. Okay. For me. And I'm gonna get all my brassicas, all my lettuces, all my root crops started in February. March is when I'm going to put out my tomatoes and peppers. And I believe the reason why is I'm just going to try it. They came up last year, but they were slower. They were slow to come up. And again, I understand, that tomatoes and peppers need heat to germinate, all of that, okay? But I just feel like if I delay it a month, they might do a little bit better and might be a little bit stronger. Now, one of the things that I learned was when I was opening containers to take out my plants, or my starts, they would go through a little bit of shock because again, you're changing the climate on them. They went from being in this greenhouse environment to you popping it open and now they're all breezy and getting all the elements, right? And so, you know, that's normal. That's normal. Just give them a minute. What I did was uncover them, And then at night, I wouldn't uncover and take them directly out and plant. I would uncover them a day and not even leave it open a day, but definitely at nighttime, I would leave it open for like an hour, okay, and then close that sucker back. So it's kind of like you're hardening off, but not really, because they're already hardened off, but they need a minute to adjust to it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for like maybe a day or two. It just depended on what it was. But I would leave it open for a little bit, let them experience the elements, the wind, and all that, and then I would close. I would definitely close them at night, and then the next day I would plant. Okay. But it saved me tons of money because I literally started my own starts. I didn't have to go to the store and purchase them. Um, Let me get in the chat real quick because y'all are really talking. And sorry that I haven't been paying attention. I just wanted to explain that and get that out. Um, let's see. Oh my gosh, we're talking about self defense. I don't know what happened. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, Suzette. I say hello to Suzette. Tasha's in the house. Dan's in the house. Food Force is in the house. Diva is in the house. Hot nails go through. Yep, yep. I use the hot nail as well, but you can definitely try that. Right? Let's see. A frost shield. Yes, and the reason why. Oh, that's what I forgot to say. The reason why I left the top off is because that's how your plants get water. Okay, because when it snows and it rains, right, the snow covers the top, and it's okay if it snows like a bunch of inches the containers are under snow. Perfect, because they're getting watered like that as well. Okay, I swear to you, it worked. That I mean, my containers were covered in snow and they were perfectly fine when it came to planting because that's how they get watered. Now, if it hasn't rained or you haven't gotten any snow or whatever in a while, you can go check, and if you don't see droplets on the inside, you need to water. Okay, and you don't have to put a whole bunch in there. You can just excuse me. You can just get your hose and spray. Just give it a shower like it's raining, right? And then cut it off. All right. You don't have to do a whole lot. But again, you make sure you have those drainage holes at the bottom so they can drain really well. Um, Greetings, Starduster. Hello. Let's see. I've been bad on putting holes in the bottom like I should. Okay, yeah, that'll really mess you up, and you'll get frustrated, but more mad at yourself. Girl, I've done it all. I've done it all. Um, let's see. Hey, Angela's Garden Sense. Yes, talking winter sewing today. Yes. So just a little introduction on how to get started. So go ahead and start collecting your containers. Decide what you're gonna, if you haven't already, decide what you're gonna sow in the spring. And I live in Zone 6B, so I'm probably gonna start planting in February in my containers. But if you live in a zone that's a little bit warmer than me, it's 27 degrees here now. The high, I think today is 28 degrees. You might want to start in January with your winter sowing. Thank you so much, Starduster. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, it's a great way to start seeds. Catherine's Garden. Hello, how you doing? I am talking about winter sowing today. I hope you were able to catch some of that. I use the clear packaging tape for my jugs. Going to do about 8 to 10 jugs. Exciting. The clear packaging tape, I'm glad that worked for you because I had a problem. I did try it with one, and I had a problem with it coming off. And so I'm really glad that worked for you. Um, yes, nice cheap greenhouse, the Naked Gardener, definitely. Um, my moringa passed away, so I'm gonna try this. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about your moringa. Um, okay, Howie, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. Let's see. I'm just rummaging through the chat real quick. In February, did you plant in the ground or in a greenhouse? Miss Catherine, we're talking about winter sowing, and I don't think you addressed that question to anyone. So I'm planting in little mini greenhouses using plastic containers. And so yeah. Please watch the playback. I would love for you to understand the concept if you haven't already. Dojo's allotment, welcome. Um, Dave the Hillside Gardener, hello. Let's see. You never claimed your seeds you won in your giveaway. I didn't. When did I win, Dave? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for letting me know. I hope they're still there. I'll check you out, Dave. Um, let me see. Let me see. In my zone, we can put any nightshades out until the end of April. We had a frost back in early March. Okay. And Diva, what zone are you in? I know you're in. Are you in? Yeah, tell us what zone you're in, Diva. Um, Starting small with Kelsey. Hello, welcome. Hey, starting small with Kelsey. Listen, you know I told you to grow everything, right? And just so the boyfriend doesn't get too upset, winter sowing is a perfect option. So you can do what you want, and he won't get too upset. Let's see. Okay, great. Diva's in zone 8A. All right. So thank you all for hanging in there as I went through the chat. Diva Jones, you're in the boot state, correct? So okay, so that's that winter sewing, and I'm going to talk more about winter sewing. Actually, when I get started, I have a few videos already in a playlist on my channel from last season. If you want to go check those out, but I'm gonna bring it up again, okay? Because I'm gonna get started. You all can see that I have all of my seeds right here, and that's just an old photo or a photo album that I never opened and used. It was probably from Family Dollar or something, and I just stuck my seeds open are in there. And while I'm speaking of seeds, I just want to give a shout out real quick, real quick to Miss Dee Dee. Dee Dee's Pharmacy. She sent me some seeds, y'all, and I'm so pumped up. And I want to share you about what those are, or share with y'all what those are. And then let's see. She sent me the lipstick pepper. So I'm excited about that. Some San Marzano peppers, sun gold tomatoes, a Genesik melon, Janozik. Okay. It has like it's like a yellow melon. No, don't have me lying. No, it has yeah. Is it yellow or orange fleshed? I can't remember. A bush sugar baby, Jimmy Nardello, ooh, Cuban nail peppers, Malabar. I'm really excited about this Malabar spinach, and some Carolina African runner peanuts. Huh. So I'm pumped up about that. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. If y'all do not know, y'all better know. Okay, who Dee Dee's Pharmacy is. Pharmacy, Farm. Okay, not the way we're supposed to spell it, but Farm. And then I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Sapper Gardner himself. Sapper Gardner is just, he always be loving on people. And I'm pumped up. He shared some of his seed hauls that he just got recently and mentioned that he had some peanuts. Now I've never grown peanuts, but I'm pumped up about growing these peanuts. So he sent me a bunch, and I've already started to share with some people. But they are called Virginia Jumbo or Jumbo Virginia peanuts. So I'm excited to grow those. And then that's all I asked for, but he sent me more. So I'm excited about that. Some Autumn Star Kalettes from Johnny Seeds. Hot pepper orange peppercones from Burpee. Sweet marigolds from Burpee. This is a hybrid cucumber. It's called Atachi. It's like a yellow skinned with white flesh cucumber. I'm excited about that from Johnny Seeds. And then he put a little note in here, and so did Dee Dee, but I ain't gonna read it, y'all, because he wrote it to me, not y'all. All right. And then before we get, hey Stephanie, what's going on? Oh my gosh, y'all are typing books up in here. Let me see. Let's see. David says she's in Louisiana. Okay. And then no, she's not in Louisiana. She's in another state, the Lone Star State. Starting small with Kelly says, "LOL, we'll see. I have to wait a month or two before the mini greenhouses will work." Perfect. Yes, because you're in like negative. What did you say the other day? Negative 20 something degrees. I'm complaining about 27 degrees. Miss Catherine says, I used the salad containers to start seeds in February. I then placed them in a little greenhouse. It did work. There you go. Miss Catherine says it works. Miss Angela's garden says it works. But they're all going to start winter sowing with me. And so I just welcome anybody to join me. It'll be fun to do it together. You got the hookup tissue. Yes, I did, didn't I? Honey, I was getting all the love. So thank you, Dee Dee and Sapper Gardner for sending me some love. It's always so much fun to try crazy new varieties. Jimmy's produced like crazy. I'm excited about that. And I really hope my peppers work out. I really hope. I'm going to try to do a lot more inside this year. I didn't do a whole lot inside last year, but I'm hoping to do that. I do have the Spectrum grow lights from Hidden Harvest Grow Lights. If y'all don't know who he is, oh my gosh, his garden indoors is beautiful. So I do have a few lights and I'm going to try those out. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. I got my little area built up. But we're gonna put it to work very, very soon. And then let's see. Stardust says she want to grow peanuts too. Okay, cool. The Naked Garden says Sapper sent us some stuff the other day. Some comfrey. I've been trying to find some comfrey for the longest. Well, congratulations. I'm glad that you got the comfrey because, and that's one thing I've been up in the air about was comfrey. But I think I'm ready to try it as well. So I may get me some comfrey for the next season. Um, let's see. And oh, you said it's negative 12 degrees. Oh, whew. Okay. And then oh, Stardust says she's starting comfrey cuttings. Okay. Yes, Miss Angela, I'm excited to start winter sowing as well. I'm excited to put them in the ground when I fly back next week. Okay, be safe on your flight back. Um, let's see. Starting small with Kelsey. Do you live in Alaska? She said. I'm not sure where she lives, but it's really, really cold, and y'all have a lot of snow too. I had a lousy starting with small with Kelsey does do content, so you should definitely go holla at her, holla holla. I had a lousy pepper year. Might try winter sowing some of them as well. Yes, Miss Angela, me too. I mean, it just I had three, six, six plants that actually got planted and survived, and the three of them produced okay. It was like anchos, sweet banana peppers, okay. But the other three, like California Wonder, I think, and there was another one that I tried, just did not do. I don't know, one pepper off of each plant maybe, and that was it. I'm excited to start my watermelon seeds again this year. I also want to do more flowers as well. Yes. And okra. Okay. Well, girl, I got okra seeds, so let me know. I got them on sale and I might even gift you. So speaking of I'm wait a minute, let me get to what I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna get to the giveaway, I promise. Um, let's see. Starting small, no, like in 2 hours east from Toronto. Okay, I have family in Toronto. All right. Okay. Diva says close enough. Um, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I don't shout out mess. So, um, okay, I don't shout out mess. Kelsey's the beginner gardener. But man, she is on it. She's got her little space, her little shed going on. She's growing on the windowsill like crazy. Okay, she's growing everything she can on that windowsill. But that's what I love about you because, like, I mean, you might not have a lot of space or whatever, a lot of resources, but you're trying to do something and you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're not just talking about it, you're doing it. So I love that about you, Kelsey. And let's see. I just took up the last pepper plant. Oh, you did. Well, that's amazing that you were able to grow that far in the fall/winter. It's about to be winter time. White Flowers Homestead, welcome. Yeah, we have just been talking about winter sowing, so please do the playback if you're interested in that. We're using plastic containers as mini greenhouses. So if you don't have a lot of space in your home, if you don't have grow lights, if you just want to grow more and you just don't know where you're going to put it all, okay, you don't have the money to buy grow lights, winter sowing is amazing, amazing opportunity for you to start your own plants and not have to go to the store and purchase so many. Okay. So again, saving money, reduce the size, reduce your expenses with winter sowing. I really, really believe 100% in winter sowing. So I'm definitely going to do it again this year. This won't be the last time you hear me talk about it. I'm just trying to give an introduction tonight. And I do recommend again that you all go check out Sheryl Mann. Sheryl with the S, Mann, Mann. The channel is called Juicing Gardener. She does post videos. She had a ton of videos, ton of content on winter sowing. She did not create it. She believes in 100%, and that's what she does every single year. Every year she winter sows, and so she'll show you how to like actually plant the seeds. I'll do a little bit of that, but I'm just introducing. Again, I'm still learning. But last year I was like, oh my god, I will do this every year. I will never ever not winter sow. That's how much I believe in it. And but go check her out. She's a great resource, a great resource. Um, and do your flowers too, so you don't have to buy. I do flowers. Yes, last year I did marigolds, chamomile, which is a flower herb. I did all my herbs, all my herbs. The only herb that did not work out for me was cilantro for some reason, and it wanted to come along, or it took a long time, and then once it happened, it bolted really quickly. I don't know what happened with that, but I winter sowed all my herbs. I did zinnias. I did a little bit of zinnias, but I also had the little three-tier greenhouse, and I did zinnias and marigolds and those as well. But the winter sowing could be used for pretty much anything. I would start your flowers now. For your zone, I would start them now if I was you, or January. I plan to start. Flowers take a little bit longer to get going, so I will start those around the same time that um, I do my other brassicas. I will start them when I do my brassicas. Let's see. I'm in here, winter sewing Facebook group. Yes, me too. Isn't she amazing? So you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. White flowers. Yes. Can Ahmad put the channel name in the chat, please? Yes, Ahmad can put the channel name in the chat. Sheryl Mann, SHERYL MANN, and it's the Juicing Gardener. That's the name of it. She has all that in her name and in the title of her channel. So yes, Ahmad can put that in there. Thank you so much. If Ahmad would do that for me, that'd be great. Um, let's see. Cilantro is a fall herb. Yes, but I can also grow it in the spring. And so I did do that, but it bolted, and I had some more in the ground. I just direct sowed it, and it did fine. But the one in the winter sowing containers I'm talking about, it bolted on me. Um, let's see. What's a great idea for? Ask for one of my Xmas gifts, but we'll try this. Stephanie, I lost you. What's good for a Christmas gift? I have seeds for a seed swap. Hit me up if you want to do a trade Z. Okay, cool. Watch her winter sowing, but see how she has bought what I call an orchard. Are you talking about Cheryl Diva buying an orchard? She just bought a new home and it is full. The property is packed with fruit trees and avocado trees. I mean, packed. I was like, oh my, it's so much fruit that she has to pick every day. They just hitting the ground. They just falling off and hitting the ground. That's one of her most recent videos. It's a little bit older. She's been in the house for a minute, but beautiful home. The fruit trees, honey. I'm looking at. I'm like, this can't be real. I mean, just fruit everywhere. I mean, and you know when people are you show they trees and they talking about, oh, we got a ton. Look, it's just loaded, right? And there may be maybe 10 fruits or 20 fruit. No, I'm talking about the whole gone tree got fruit. I mean, just honey, fruit rolling down. Hold on. I'll get off this in a second. Fruit rolling down the street. There's just so much fruit. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know what she gonna do. I don't know. I don't know what kind of game plan she's come up with. But honey, there's fruit everywhere. Beautiful. You should go check it out. Really. Um, let's see. I'm sorry. I'll get back to the chat. Did you do cilantro in the spring? If so, what was the issue? Cilantro is cold weather plant in the plant in the fall. Yes, I've planted it in the fall before, but I wanted to try it in the winter sowing container. And what I was saying is it bolted. It bolted on me. So but I did plant in the ground and it did fine. It did great. Rose 5150. Hey. Let's see. Let's see. At all my marigolds, and they were only 2 inches high. Oh no! I'm sorry about your marigolds. Yeah, she did buy more fruit trees than the law allows. It's crazy. Yeah, it was, but it's so beautiful. It is so gorgeous. And I'm just like, man, any gardener would want that burden of all that fruit. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a dream. It did seem like it was a dream. And I'm like, no, I'm actually watching somebody that lives on a property like this. So the owners before really invested a lot of money in this property, and it shows. It shows. I mean, was the avocado tree diva that was like a gazillion stories high. I mean, that tree was there was two or three of them on the property. Huge, huge trees up. I'm talking about tall. They were in a good girth, but I mean tall. I mean, oh my God, y'all just gotta go see. Y'all just gotta go see. Yes, you need to build a fruit stand. You right. Yeah, 1,000 avocados in one season. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you, Tasha. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, gardening goes for real. I mean, whew, it was a lot. It was a lot. I think any of them can handle it, and I mean I'm not saying confirm. I'm like 100% right, Miss Angela, about the tiny Tims, but try it. Why not? And again, remember those seeds are little anyway, so you're gonna plant all winter sowing seeds very shallow. Okay, so the little bitty brassica seeds, sprinkle them suckers, and then dust it over with soil and pack it down, pack it down, pack it down. The tomato seeds, the cucumber seeds, the melon seeds, plant them in there, but don't plant them all the way down. Plant them kind of shallow. Sprinkle some more soil on top. Doop doop. And then I forgot my spritz bottle, y'all. Y'all just gonna spritz it. Doop 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 all the way around. And you wanna make sure that the soil is really, 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 really wet. I don't like the M word, so that's why I use wet. Okay? All the way around. You want it to be really, really wet because you want to set it up for to be that condensation to get going. And who knows when it's going to rain next or snow next. So you want to but you want to make sure that and you don't want it like already dripping out the bottom. You don't want it that wet. But a nice soak would be is good. Is good. Um, Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't know avocados could be that big either. I mean, humongous. Okay, so giveaway. There are a lot of people doing giveaways. I want to do a giveaway. I gotta holler at old dude Dave because apparently I won a giveaway and did not watch his video. So I apologize, Dave. Number one, for not watching the video. Number two, congratulations, because he just is growing his channel. But I just want to do a little something, something. So I'm not saying this is the only giveaway I'm gonna ever do. I'm just saying we're getting started. Let's put it that way. So the first giveaway I went to Tractor Supply the other day and I found a bunch of stuff. a bunch of stuff. Now, some of this I have gifted, so y'all just can't have it. But I do want to share these because and I I've never grown in these. I'm just gonna put that out there. I've never grown in these. I'm keeping one for myself, so whoever gets the other one can grow with me. Okay, and try this out. But it is a vintage grow bag. And number one, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to give. Number two, because it's Christmas and I like the season of Christmas and it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Number three, I believe in container gardening. There's some people that just do not prefer container gardening, and that's fine. That's okay. But everybody doesn't have a plot or allotment or space in their backyard or whatever you want to call it. So they have to grow in containers if they want to grow a garden. Some people do it on a deck, some people do it in a house, whatever it is. But I love and I always will promote container gardening. It can be tricky sometimes, and you may have to put in more work as far as y'all, this hair is just falling down. I'm shaking his head too much, I guess. Um, you may have to, you do have to water a little bit more, stay on the watering. Mulching helps, which I just am not consistent at doing. I don't know why. I look back at some of these videos. I'm like, Letitia, why did you not mulch any of that? Like, why did you do this to yourself all season? You know to mulch, right? But I don't. I just forget. And but I believe in container gardening. I think container gardening is great, and that is very compatible and suitable for most people. Some people just don't like it and won't ever do it, and they plant in the ground. Now, this year was my first time ever in four years growing in the ground, and I will say I did have to water. I didn't water as much with my plants in the ground. And most of those plants were tomatoes. All my tomato plants, except maybe six of them, were in the ground. And then my okra was in the ground. So once that okra got established, honey, it took right on off. That okra reached 7 feet tall. And some people are asking me, there may be a dwarf variety of okra. I'm not sure. I've never seen dwarf varieties, but I've seen a lot of people that are growing okra. They real small plants. And I'm just like, my plants were over the shed. I mean, I'm looking up. I got to reach and pull it down to get the fruit off. And I will tell you what I did was I planted them at least a foot apart, maybe. And I also, once they were in the ground, I put pea gravel around them. They love the heat. I kind of did that pea gravel for landscaping purposes, but y'all, it didn't last long. The weeds and stuff kind of took over and to help with weeds, but that creeping Charlie, y'all know how that creeping Charlie do in my garden. But um overall, I was very pleased with the okra. But honey, they grew tall this year. Okra loves the heat, honey. But so do Japanese beetles. Japanese beetles love okra. Never bothered the fruit. Okay, my fruit was never like blemished in any way because if this is my experience. Never blemished in any way because of the Japanese beetles, but the leaves were. There were holes everywhere. But that's the only problem I had with the okra. Okay, but they grew great. They grew great. Let's see. Rose 5150 says she has to contain a garden, but she wants to. Great. White Flower says she loves it. Yeah, there are bush varieties out there. However, some varieties don't get super tall like that. Okay, so you're talking about the okra, Diva. Okay. Well, that's not the ones I have. So the seeds that I have sold, I've given some to people. Those plants will grow really tall. They're not bush or variety or small. They will grow tall. I just want to put that out there. I'm trying okra this year. Wonder if I can handle the texture. Well, I did try it raw, and that slimy thing, but it's also really good fried. Everybody almost eats it fried, but in soups and stuff, as long as that texture. If you have an issue with that, they're great in soups. Great. Okay, so here's the giveaway. Number one. Okay. So, and I am going to give away, I was talking about this grow bag and I got off. I'm sorry. But it's a vintage grow bag. It says fun and attractive gardening anywhere. Easy to use. Just fill up with potting soil, add plants or seeds, durable burlap. So this is a burlap bag. Now, I've never grown in a burlap bag, like I said, but I'm keeping one of these for myself. And whoever gets the other one, y'all can grow along with me, okay? And yeah, so this is a 10 gallon burlap bag or 38-liter bag. Okay, and this is what it looked like. It's so cute. It is so cute. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Look at how cute. Isn't that so cute? So I'm excited. 10 gallon grow bag. And so because and it just happens to have a tomato on the front. That's what it says, tomato grow bag. And so it is cute, ain't it, Rose? Rose 5150 said, "Oh, how cute." Because it is. I really like it. And it is a burlap grow bag. Now, again, I've never grown in it, but we can grow in it together. And by grow, I mean I'm gonna give you some seeds. So I'm gonna give whoever gets this grow bag, you are going to have my favorite black cherry tomato seeds. And I'm also going to surprise you with maybe one or two other varieties. Okay. So I am going to end this. If you are interested after the video is posted, go ahead and type "I'm down" in the comments. I'm down. Okay. And you can have a chance at winning this grow bag and some seeds to go in it. Obviously, I'm not going to mail you soil. Okay, so you have to go get that yourself. But I will mail you the grow bag and some seeds. And so if you want to enter into the drawing, please type, and I'm typing this in the chat as well. I'm down. Okay. Just type it after I post the video. Type it in the chat. So come back. And then obviously, I'm not going to ship outside of the United States. So I'm so sorry for those supporters that are out of the country. But please, um, type "I'm down," and you will have the opportunity to win this grow bag and a few varieties of seeds. All right, you all stay tuned because I'm going to do other giveaways just because I'm feeling frisky, right? Ha! I'm going to do other giveaways, so stay tuned. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I really appreciate that. Oh, yeah, okra and tomatoes. Yeah, do it. I love it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna holler at Dave real quick. But until next time, I love y'all. See y'all soon. Bye.